Landry Fletcher is here. Hank Griffin, good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
We're going to talk about an 80s party that is Saturday night. That one has a very, very sweet benefit for Kent Fletcher. That's Landry's father, Hank's longtime friend and partner. And we are just going to have a blast. But y'all have been selling tickets for months. And we're going to draw a big winner. Give me a little info, Hank, on how this is going to go Saturday.
So we, the Elks Lodge is, we have raffle tickets for a trip to Destin, Florida, donated by Rick Luby and David Zent from the Elks Lodge. And it is for a trip for two to Destin, Florida. All your housing, airfare, everything's included in $1,000 cash.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever been to Destin, Florida, Landry?
I have not.
I know I have not. Have you, Hank?
Yes.
Is it
beautiful.
the blast?
Yes. It's crystal clear water and beautiful sand.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to be drawn, and there's still time to get tickets. I mean, y'all have very limited. Y'all had a certain amount that you were giving away. So you've got to check on that first of all, and we'll tell you more how to do that. But we've got to talk a little bit about Kent Fletcher, Landry. He, the funnest, and your father, always doing for others. He was the exalted ruler at the Elks Lodge, 923. I feel like just in the Elks and serving others your whole life. I think you were just brought up to know about that.
Well, he always tried to do the best for his community and do the best for anybody he could help at any day.
Right.
And just an all-around great guy. There's no one I've ever met with the passion that he had to help his community and help one another and help any kind of charity or organization there is out there.
You know, you've told me stories, and Hank, you also, you know, so many people, if there was a good cause, and what I love, if there were kids involved. I mean, that really, Kent was like the first one there. We have a little bit of pictures. Let's share these with you. Kent passed away in February, and originally this was a fundraiser selling those tickets to help Kent through cancer.
Right.
And was going through throat cancer treatment.
Yeah.
Is that right, Landry?
Yeah.
But now it's turned into, Kent has passed away, and this money will go back to help Kent's family. And also, there were so many things that were dear to his heart, so many services. Maybe it's a cook-off, maybe it's a car show. But those things, y'all want to keep that memory alive. Landry, that's pretty special.
Yeah. And just keep his legacy going as long as we can.
Now, here's one question lots of people have asked. Tell me about Boog.
Boog?
His dog. And if Boog is at your house.
Yeah.
But if you saw Kent, you saw Boog. How is Boog? We were wanting to know.
She's doing great. She's doing all right. She's hanging out with Winston, my dog, having fun every day.
They're so funny.
Yeah.
They're a funny, you know, and Kent was a Dallas Cowboy lover. So many people, if there was a Cowboys game on. Now, and this is where I love Landry's here today. He named you after the famous and wonderful coach, Tom Landry.
I'd like to say not, but I'm sure I'm sure that's what happened.
Have you ever heard that story? I mean, did people talk about that with you?
Well, growing up, he always said it wasn't, but it
Do you
was.
think it is? I think it is.
I think it had to be.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Hank, you met Kent Fletcher a long time ago. Y'all have been in business. Cars, synonymous with I want to say hail damage, but y'all do more than that. And this was something that you and Kent started years ago.
Well, Kent started this business years ago. I joined up with him about 13 years ago. And I've known him for 30 years. We've worked around each other, together, for each other, all sorts of things throughout this time. But I think it was 2012. We came together to do business, and it's been nothing but fun and a lot of charity work, which
I know.
He's really instilled that in me. So I love it now, and like he said, we're gonna just try to continue all of that. So.
Well, I know Make-A-Wish, you know, your dad really loved to do the chili cook-off. Big steak cook. a good friend of his that had passed away.
Bobby Ramirez.
Yeah.
He was big in that. But Hank, you were saying that sometimes y'all would go to events, things that maybe y'all would sponsor. Y'all were bidding against each other.
Yeah.
A lot of times Hank was like, I was trying to buy that for him.
Right.
And he was trying to buy it for you. That's so funny.
We have a fire pit story that
Yeah.
rolls through his family that I won a fire pit that Kent was supposed to win. And instead of me giving it back to Kent whenever I replaced it, I gave it to Landry.
That's
Just
so
so Landry
funny.
could brag about having it. And then I finally was bidding on one for Kent, and he was bidding against me.
The only two bidding.
Isn't that funny?
We had a bidding war, and he bid me up about $600 on a fire pit.
I mean, he was in. If you Kent, I mean, he was always in.
Yeah.
Whatever it was to help.
Always.
And I love that. Well, we want everyone to come Saturday night. Landry, you're going to be there. There's lots of people. This is what's so funny, Hank, and you'll agree. There's so many people that know Landry that Landry doesn't know.
Right.
Isn't that funny?
All my life growing up.
Right. You're like, hey, how are you? But I know Landry wants to visit with folks. Hank, you want to invite folks out. Dress 80s. There's going to be an 80s costume contest.
80s costume contest, a moonwalk contest, a big hair contest.
Oh my gosh.
And tons of auction items. We have so many silent auction items and live auction items, anything from signed Cowboys jerseys and sports memorabilia to what else did we have? Meat donated.
Meat donated. We've got some cool rocket stoves and fire
Grills.
pit, grills.
Oh my gosh.
Tons
I
of
mean-
arts and a lot of. If you're looking for some, we probably have
Yeah.
it there.
I love that.
So lots of auction items. Everyone's welcome. It's open to the public. It's at 932 Clyde Street
Yeah, and listen.
at the Elks Lodge.
At the Elks Lodge, 6 o'clock, B80s. And if you went in on that Destin trip, $1,000 cash, a rental car, airfare for two, that condo sleeps about 7 or 8. So you can invite your friends.
And there's no timeline on it,
Okay.
on when you use it. So
Destin, Florida. I love it so much. I'm so glad that y'all came, Landry. I was looking so forward to seeing you.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Hank, thank you for coming.
thank you.
And listen, come and wish the Fletcher family good blessings and have fun. Kent Fletcher's night. We'll call it the Kent Fletcher night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty.
Be there.
Love it. Landry, thanks so much.
Thanks,
good to
Allie.
see you. Such a good guy. You look so good. I'm so glad to see you. And Hank, thank you.
Thank you.
I know how much you love Kent Fletcher for sure. Well.